In a world of exorbitant fuel costs, small, fuel-efficient cars are at the top of everyone's agenda. And these two represent the pinnacle of 21st century city car technology. Both the Smart Fortwo and the Toyota IQ use clever design to fit a lot into a little. But a new Smart will cost you 9,000 quid. A new IQ, 10 grand. Now, I'm loath to spend money on a new car when perhaps there's a cheaper alternative. Oh look, it's a Mini. Front-wheel drive and a sideways engine was a revolution 50 years ago, and it meant just 18 inches of the car's 10-foot length was engine bay. But does a humble £1,000 Mini still cut it today? I've got 3 tests to find out. The most spacious interior, my balloon-based experiments, reveal that the Mini still rules. It's the narrowest car here and fits 84 balloons inside, joint first with the IQ. But the IQ gets marked down for having bigger exterior dimensions. Which makes you think, has the IQ moved the game on 50 years later? 1-0 to the Mini. Next, a test of handling around a city-themed obstacle course. The Mini's hard rubber cone suspension makes it even dartier to drive than an IQ. And it's far nippier than the ponderous diesel Smart. It goes 0 to 60 in 16.8 seconds, which is glacial. The 86 mile per gallon Smart may be more frugal than the 66 mpg IQ and the 50 mpg Mini, but for pure driving fun, the Mini wins this test. Oh, I think I might have dabbed the horn. Sort of thing that Tiff would do. Time for the final test. The main event. This is the test I've really not been looking forward to. The most significant advances in car design over the past 50 years have been in one particular area: safety. It's a massive consideration for an awful lot of us when we buy a car new. I feel a crash test coming on. The Euro NCAP 5-star Toyota IQ is packed with safety features. A suspension side rail absorbs energy, and inside there are an incredible 9 airbags. And the Smart is equally impressive. Even when we crashed one at a massive 70 miles an hour, its advanced design kept the passenger cell intact. The Mini was designed by a small bunch of people, 2 of whom were basically work experiencers, at a time when crash testing didn't really exist. You've seen how the other 2 cars have fared in accidents. Now it's time for our little Mini to experience a heavy front-end collision. We will launch it from the top of a 1-in-1 hill into the side of this Lexus. At the point of impact, we estimate it will be doing 25 miles an hour, a typical urban speed. Chocks away. Crikey, it's horrible being on the scene of an accident, even though there's no one in these 2 cars. Well, first things first, look where the Lexus is. The Lexus was completely across the Mini's path. That's a big car, the LS400. It's taken a massive hit. The near 2-ton Lexus has been swatted out of the way, showing just how big the crash forces must have been. But because the stiff Mini subframe collided with the stiff Lexus sills, there's been very little damage. There's a perfect imprint of a Mini, of Alec Issigonis' creation, on the side of a Lexus. The Mini's doors opened easily, and apart from a wonky binnacle, the windscreen was intact and there was no intrusion around the pedals. But the most important thing here is not the car, it's the passengers. With no crumple zones, no airbags or sophisticated seatbelts to absorb all the forces, there was nothing to soften the blow for the Mini's passengers. All of that energy of coming to a sudden halt would be transmitted through them. If a modern car crashes, it often smashes to smithereens, but this is simply proof of energy leaving the car. If the vehicle appears to shrug the accident off, then almost certainly the people on board haven't. In terms of packaging and nippiness, we've shown the Mini is truly a design marvel that is still yet to be significantly beaten. However, bear in mind that when it comes to safety, it's showing its age a little.